Hi guys, in this video we will be establishing a peering connection between two VPCs. So we are in North Virginia region now. This is the third part of the VPC video series. So let's go and create one VPC. So this is the default. We will be creating two VPCs. First VPC, let's give it a name. Let's give it a CIDR 10.0.0.0/16 will be fine. That's it. Okay, so first we will do the configuration of the first VPC first, and then we will jump to the second one. Let's create a subnet for the first VPC. So let's give it availability zone 1A. Let's give it a CIDR 10.0.0.0/24. Okay, and the subnet is ready now. Let's create an internet gateway 1 IGW. So this one denotes we are doing it for the first VPC. We created a gateway. Let's attach it to the VPC. Done. Let's do the routing for the first VPC. As you can check, when you create a VPC, a routing table is already created for us. So let's make changes in that itself. Edit subnet. We associated the subnet. Let's give it a route to the internet gateway. Add route. Okay, and internet gateway. Okay, so now VPC and all its configuration is done, and let's go and create an instance in it. Let's launch an instance. Let's go with Linux system. As a previous labs we did it with Windows EC2 instance, so now we will do with Linux, just to make things different. Let's select our VPC. Subnet will be same. Let's give it a public because we want to connect to this instance using this putty. So public, and even launch. Create a new key pair. First EC2 key pair. Download the pair. Let's launch the instance. Okay, now till the time this instance is in pending state, we'll go ahead and create a VPC number 2. Let's give it a CIDR. Now this CIDR cannot be 10 because we need to establish a peering connection. So let's give it a CIDR from the block C 192.168.0.0/16 and create. Let's do the subnet. Create the subnet. Select the second VPC. Do sub. Now let's give it an availability zone preference. So the first VPC subnet was created in 1A. So let's create the second VPC to subnet in 1B, just to make things little bit complicated. 192.168.0.0/24. Subnet is done. Let's go and create an internet gateway for second VPC as well. IGW. Okay, gateway is done. Let's attach it to the VPC. Second VPC. Okay, let's do the routing. As you can check, already a route table is been created for us. Let's do the subnet association. Here is our subnet. VPC2. Let's give it a route. VP second right. Then routing is also done. VPC for second EC2 instance is also been done. This is the first one. Let's give it a name as 1 so that we can just distinguish them. It is still pending, so we'll create the second instance as well for our second VPC. Let's do it second VPC over here and enable, create a new key pair. Let's give it number 2 over here, download the key pair and launch instance. Let's check our instances. So first one isn't running, but the status check isn't passed yet. Let's give it number 2 over here and save. So this all was the basic thing which we did in our previous labs also. So 2 instances are launched. Till the time these get launched, we'll quickly convert the Pem file into PPK. For this we need to go to footage and load all, and this is the Pem files which we downloaded. Let's convert it into PPK and okay, save private key, yes. Okay, so let's save it with a different name because I've already practiced this lab. Second, oh, this is for the first EC2 instance. Okay, and save. So let's load the second one now. All files. So this is the second key pair. Open. Save private key. Yes. Let's give it a name. Second EC2 instance. And save. It's done. Now let's check if any of our instances in running or still it is showing as initializing. I will just unpause the video in time then. See ya. So as you can check, the status check is passed. So let's connect and check whether we are able to connect to the internet or not. Public IP. Let's go to putting, open, EC2 user and the IP. SSH or let's browse the PPK. This is for the first one. Open. So as you can check, we are in. Let's do sudo root quick to get the root and let's ping to the internet. Yeah, everything looks fine over here. Let's get out of here. Now let's check for the second as well. Public for second. Putting EC2 user, the IP address of the second EC2 instance. SSH on, browse the second PPK and open. Soon ping 8.8. Yeah, everything looks fine. Okay, now we haven't established the peering yet, so this is from the internet we are able to ping. So let's get out of here as well. So now let's go to VPC once again and establish the peering connection. Create peering connection. Let's give it a name. Map into here the first VPC and the second VPC and create peering connection. Let's check it. Here is our peering connection. So still the peering isn't accepted. So as first is peering to second, so the peering request, as you can check here, you select this one and in actions you can see accept request is there. So if this second connection is in another account or in another someone else is holding the second VPC, then they will be able to see this accept request, as we are only having the second VPC with us, so we are able to see it here. And then the peering is done. So now we need to do two things over here in the route tables. So for the first VPC, so this is the route for the first VPC. So now I will also create one more tab wherein okay, I'm not able to just a moment. Okay, so here are the subnets and here are the route tables. So you can see the first subnet, here is the CIDR for the first subnet. We'll copy this and we will paste it in the routing of the second VPC. So this is the second. We'll go to routes, edit, add, and here is the IP of the first subnet. And here will be the peering connection. As we have established a peering connection, so it should know that any request from this subnet is in accordance with the peering. So that's the reason we are receiving this in the route tables. Let's save. Yeah, this is done. Then the second CIDR of the second subnet CIDR, we will paste it in the first VPC route table. This is the first VPC route table, routes, edit route, add route, just paste 24 and peering. Okay, I got a battery notification. Just quickly. Okay. So this routing is done. So now also thing is not done because we will be checking if we are able to connect to the second instance or not. So for checking this thing, we will do the ping command. So for that, we need to allow the ports in this instance so that this instance can communicate with this instance. So now we want to check. So we'll do ping. So now ping is also should be allowed. So we'll go to security group of the second EC2. And we'll go to inbound rule. Add a rule over here. This ICIPv4, ICMP IPv4, it denotes that from anywhere we can ping. So I will do anywhere over here. I can also put the the IPv4 address of the subnet, but it's okay, we'll do anywhere this time, so that from anywhere and any place I can ping to this EC2 and save it. Let's do it with the first as well. This is the security group of the first one, and I will add a rule. Here also ICMP, and here also anywhere we will do, and save rules. Yeah, so everything is done. Now we just need to check whether we have established everything right or not. So we can close this VPC now. We are only need to check. Let's go to the first, copy the public. Let's head over to putty. As now SSM is not installed, I have to go to putty, but you can, if you want to install SSM, then you can do that as well and check in it whether you are able to connect or not. Obviously you will be. So ECD user at the rate the IP of the first instance, so we will able to connect to the first one. Go to SSH or and browse the PPK file and open. We are in. Let's hit sudo su. We already checked we are able to connect to the the internet. So now let's try to ping the second EC2 instance private IP. So we will only be able to ping the private IP. We cannot ping public IP. Here's the IP. Let's go and do it. Yeah, see, we are able to ping. Let's do it with the other instance also. Let's see whether we're able to do ping from second to first. Yeah, we're in second. Copy the public IP of the second one. Let's head over to 14. EC2 hyphen user at the rate public IP of the second EC2 instance, as you can check. SSH or and browse and open. We are in sudo su, and we'll do the ping now. Let's do the ping with the private IP of the first. Here is the private IP. Let's check. Yes, we are able to ping. So yes, we have successfully completed this lab as well. So this is how you can establish a peering connection between two VPCs. That's it from my side. Thank you.